We are reporting some breaking news today from Tesla Giga Berlin, as Tesla just showed a stunning video of inside Giga Berlin's production. A flying camera goes through a car through the production line. Well, let's take a look at that video first. Great video, right? Today is a big day at Tesla Giga Berlin, friends. This is Armin Haryan reporting from TorqueNews.com. So how an announcement turned into an electric car factory. A good 2 years after the first announcement, Germany's largest electric car factory, Tesla Giga Berlin, is starting up. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk would have liked it to be even faster like last year in July, but for Germany, this is a record. How did it happen? The Saarland wanted Elon Musk's €1 billion investment, as did Rhineland-Palatinate, and a location in Lower Saxony was also in the running for a long time. The Tesla boss himself tweeted in 2018 that a factory in the German-French border area would make sense. At the time, nobody would have bet on Grünheide in Brandenburg as the winner of this race for Tesla Giga Berlin factory. And today, Giga Berlin is opening and Elon Musk is pressing the start button and has already sold 30 electric Model Ys, as I reported earlier today. But Tesla sorted out one location after the other. Grünheide remained on the list. Why? The Brandenburg politicians and business developers worked hard, promised quick approval, and they did. Low taxes, and came up with something special in September 2019. In an old Russian double-decker plane nicknamed Anushka, they showed the Tesla employees the 300-hectare property from the air. So much effort is said to have left an impression on Tesla. And eventually that project was called Project Anushka. Now, the Brandenburg's discretion. But that may not have been Grünheide's only advantage. RBB, Brandenburg's public radio, reports. Commercial properties of this size on which building rights already exist are not very common. In addition, the connection is excellent, as the 300 hectares border both rail and motorway. Berlin, with its many educational institutions, is less than 5 kilometers away, and Berlin Airport, BER Airport, can be reached in just over 20 minutes by car. Brandenburg's Prime Minister Dietmar Woidke proudly named Brandenburg's reluctance as the reason for Elon Musk's surprising decision to build Tesla Giga Berlin in Brandenburg, in Grünheide. Nothing leaked out of the secret negotiations with Brandenburg, interestingly. Elon Musk did not want to be denied the public announcement. On November 12, 2019, it was just a week after I myself returned on a business trip in Germany to meet the automotive industry, the time had come. And the announcement was, we decided to build the European Gigafactory in the Berlin area, Musk said at an awards ceremony in Berlin. A few weeks later, Tesla bought the 300 hectares in the Freienbrink district of Grünheide from the state of Brandenburg for a bargain price of 40 million euros. But while the country was still collecting World War II bombs on the site, resistance formed in Grünheide. Residents will find leaflets in their mailboxes. The authorities see plants, animals, and the water balance on the region in danger from Tesla. Meanwhile, Tesla wasted no time and submitted the construction plans for the factory to the State Environment Agency in December 2019, which should now approve the documents. And the approval comes today. But that's not all. Tesla is also applying for the first pre-approvals. With this, the company can start building, although final approval is still pending. However, Tesla is taking a risk because if the project is not approved in the end, Tesla would have to demolish everything at its own expense. But thankfully, things did not come to that point. And as I'm reporting, I see on my other screen that German Chancellor Olaf Scholz just arrived to Tesla Giga Berlin for the opening ceremony. I'm sure Elon Musk is already there making some preparations. Now, let's get back to the story, how this all came into being. While around 250 critics gathered at the beginning of 2020 for several demonstrations against the Giga Berlin settlement, Tesla created facts thanks to the advance approval. 30 harvesters cut down dozens of hectares of pine forest in a matter of days. But then there was a moment of shock for the many supporters of Tesla Giga Berlin project. Environmental groups are suing against the clearing because it would create a fait accompli even though the final approval has not yet been given. The administrative court in Frankfurt interrupts the felling for a few days. If you remember, it stopped, but then rejects the urgent application. The environmentalists were also unsuccessful at the higher administrative court in Berlin. The first serious delay then occurred in July 2020, when Tesla submitted new construction plans to the authorities for approval. According to experts, the first documents were hastily compiled and incomplete. Now, Tesla had to revise the factory design and was also responding to criticism. The factory should no longer use 3.3 million cubic meters of water a year, but only 1.4 million cubic waters. As in January, the new construction plans would have been publicly displayed, and more than 400 people and associations were submitting those objections, questions and criticism to the authorities. As Tesla continued to build with more and more pre-approvals and got fined for illegal pining, these objections were being catalogued by the authorities. On September 23, 2020, approval officials, Tesla representatives, and objections from the public would have come together for the so-called discussion date in the town hall in Erkner. All 400 objections, which mainly related to the topic of water, were to be discussed. The debate, originally planned to last 2 days, ended up dragging for a little over a week. The authorities then had to write down the entire discussion word for word. This is how difficult it was for Tesla Giga Berlin to build the Gigafactory. Now, in January, the more than 1,200-page protocol was finally ready. Many recon approval. It was not just days away, but new problems were rising after problems. Tesla had to rework to the safety precautions so extensively that the construction plans even had to be laid out a third time in June 2021. All the while, Tesla kept getting pre-approval after pre-approval for building and building. The authorities were therefore demanding 100 million euros from Tesla as a pledge, so to speak, in case that Tesla final approval wouldn't come and the project was to be demolished. That money could have been used for the demolishing. The company would have also come under criticism a few times in 2021, and then there were the railroad issues, Tesla trains, as I have reported. But at the same time, a problem that seemed to have been solved in the meantime was coming to head. Water was a big problem. Thankfully, it was solved again. And today, Tesla Giga Berlin was approved, and it has already sold 30 cars, as I reported earlier today. Now, you liked that video very much. Let's take a look at it one more time, friends. It's a great video. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts, friends. This is Armin Harayan from TalkNews.com. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you, and I'll see you soon in our next report.